So so now I want y'all to understand that the women have more content than ever in today's society, right? And that content is is everything. Whoa, let me see. My bad. What is it? Okay, that's I forgot that one. So the content, there's multiple contents out here for women to make now. With the women only society, or women first society, um now you have to see you got to know all of the content that they have available to them that they can create now based off their mistakes and based off how much attention they want. All right, so let's go down the list. Crime stories. The influx of crime story females have increased and got viewers, millions of views, and they can build an entire channel off of talking about crime stories, right? Old stories, new stories, are mostly ran by women, right? Drama channels, we already know that. These are T pages and everything else. Low effort content. Oh, my bad. 16 commentary. Okay, I keep forgetting. Drama channels, T pages, all types of stuff, right? That's in that category. They can make channels. Some of them die off, some of them don't. But it's endless content for them. Domestic violence advocacy. So the mistake pipeline, the relationship failed relationship pipeline is that women can go pick a terrible guy who got terrible shit going on with them, get smacked around a couple times, almost KIL, and then turn around and say, I'm an advocate for domestic violence. They do it all the time. First, they would show their marriages, they would show their boyfriend, and they would tell the world that their boyfriend is perfect, their husband is perfect. They have all types of videos of them together. And then a couple years later, I was in silence. He beat me. He did this, blah, 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 blah. And then they turn into sympathy for the other women who made the same mistake, picked wrong, and it's an endless cycle of women patting each other on the black, on the black, on the back about picking the wrong men and basically disposing or basically passing by the right guys, right? Essay advocacy. Now, a lot of these women put themselves in put themselves in them situations, and then some of those women actually legit get essayed, but you don't know which one is playing with the essay that are credible because there's so many fake essay advocates out here. They know, some of these girls know that if they claim they got an essay, they can jump into that market and make a lot of money and sympathy points from it, right? And have a whole group of women who they can look up and mooch off of. Sometimes it's not about financial either, it's about social. Divorce content. You have a lot of divorced women making content about how happy they are being divorced, or how their man was so bad and all this other stuff, blah blah blah. Male abuse as joke content. You have a lot of content creators now with their women beating on them, smacking them, punching them, and they all think it's a joke, right? At first, small bits, it's funny and it's cool, but then it looks like humiliation, right? The fake on men's side, the male advocacy, you already know. We called that out years ago. A lot of women go into the political grift and pretend they're something they're not. Oops. Oh my God. They're going to political in order to grip off the men in those political spheres, and maybe they meet a husband and get themselves off the market or use it for money. Man-hating content is a bunch of bitter women who can't find a boyfriend or have a husband that they don't respect and make man-hating content and for money for other women that hate men. Deaf husband and boyfriend content. These are women who use their husbands and boyfriends' deaths to benefit off of. Remember I told you this is a group of women who come together to push their husbands and boyfriends to self-deletion and then make money off of it? This is what I'm talking about. I wasn't lying when I said I had the 411 on these women coming together doing this type of shit. Now you see more of it on the rise. Mental health content. These are people who are mentally ill themselves who are making content about mental illness. Some of them took their own life and their content is still up, but they're trying to tell everybody else what to do and about having whatever. Men in jail content and marrying them. So there's a whole content creation of women marrying guys, huddling together talking about how them being a wife or them actually having a husband in jail or how they didn't be able to spend, and they all come together on social media and talk about that experience. Instead of getting a normal guy, they got a guy that was a criminal that went locked up and they get sympathy for that. Baby mom content. So this is women who become a baby mom by whatever means, and then and then sit back and say men are bad. Happy married content. These are the women who create the content who turn into domestic violence advocacy or SA advocacy or divorce advocacy. Now you're starting to see what I'm talking about, and now you're starting to see that it all coincides. It's kind of like a funnel. It's like kind of like a pyramid scheme of that. The happy content turns into abuse, male abuses content, divorce content, advocacy in this, and drama content. Or it could turn into death content, right? Using kids as pedo content. So, women is sick. A lot of these sick ass moms and dads who are using their little girls mostly as content as pedo bait. Meaning they know that their daughter is very attractive to pedos, for pedos. And they will get views, funnel views off of those type of guys, but make it seem like it's harmless. And they would do that intentionally. The father and the mom are in on it to make money off their attractive daughters if they're teenagers, even younger than that, to get rich off of it. Humiliation of men is content to make men seem like losers. To seem like losers and constantly bash them and bash them and bash them. But it's okay because they're protected by TikTok and they're protected by YouTube and they're protected by big name companies. Commentary channels to spew their little hate on men and red pill. And religious content. These are women who do bad and then come around and say, I'm a good girl now because I am with the Lord. Right? Okay. They have a network of women who calls the deaths of their boyfriends and husbands and use it for fame and attention. The pedo network of women go after young boys for control. That content is the women who use their kids as pedo content, bait content. So these are the 17 content blueprints that women use today to get money, fame, and attention.